Hello, Aries. My name is Jillian West, and if your sun, moon, or rising is in the sign of Aries, this reading is for you. But you don't have to be an Aries to watch this channel. If you feel drawn to these readings, there might be a reason, and so anybody is welcome here. All right, let's get into your love reading. Okay, Ace of Swords. So the aces deal with a new opportunity coming in, and the swords deal with communication, sometimes an idea, also clarity on a situation. We'll see what that is in regard to. But I just did a reading that the idea of it was some kind of important conversation, and so it could be a continuation of that. Okay. So this is in past energy, and we're getting the Knight of Wands, and this can be a man or a woman. It's somebody who acted impulsively because of lustful feelings. We'll get more clarity on that. Yeah, there was some kind of breakup here, painful separation of two people where there might have been a lot of love. The Two of Cups is like a deep, loving connection. Sometimes people see it as soulmates, but there was some kind of separation here, and it could have involved a third party, or this relationship just might have been very fiery. There could have been a lot of conflict. The Wands also, it's that fiery energy. And when it's in reverse like that, it's like in its detriment. And so somebody here let passion guide them to some kind of ending that might not have actually needed to happen. Yeah. So the sun in reverse, I mean, the sun is usually a very happy, joyful season. I think a lot of you, or whoever this reading is for, might be experiencing some pain around this situation. It was a painful ending, though. However, there's going to be a shift here with the Wheel of Fortune. Good karma, things are going to be going your way here. There's going to be this shift, and it's in the current energy. There's this, transition out of a challenging season into a good one. Again, we're getting Page of Swords in reverse. Somebody's holding back what they want to say to you, or they may have said things that were really hurtful. But it feels like there's a little bit of unfinished business around this, maybe a lack of clarity, a lack of closure. Yeah, there's somebody here, could be a new person wanting to make some kind of offer with the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Swords could just be this new person holding back their feelings, or, not yet letting their feelings be known. I'm unsure if this is related to this past person or this new, if it's a whole new person, but we'll get into it. Okay. There is some kind of betrayal, third party here, but I don't feel, it's the Three of Cups upright. So this could have been somebody you met through friends, have mutual friends with, and now they're dating a friend, or you're considering dating a friend. That's interesting. Yeah, again, there's this idea of somebody made a mistake, a bad decision, and that it was based around the idea of, impulsive, passionate feelings. Either, they were getting attention from someone else, and, maybe that could be it. Like they were getting attention from somebody else and they didn't necessarily act on it, but they were like remembering that feeling of getting that attention. But again, it's like judgment in reverse. Somebody made a bad judgment here. Now this person's feeling very unstable. The King of Pentacles is usually a very mature, confident, stable energy. And now in the aftermath of this decision, their lives are feeling chaotic and stressful. And I think that this has negatively affected both of you. Yeah, and we're getting the Three of Swords. Definitely a heartbreaking situation here. And like karma's on your side with this. And, things are going to become easier. There's going to be this energy shift. But yeah, that pain is still there. I almost feel like a past person might be wanting to contact you, circle back. Somebody has feelings for you, but they lack the confidence to come tell you how they truly feel with the Seven of Wands in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse and Seven of Wands in reverse. It's really this, somebody's holding back. They're very protective of themselves right now, very defensive. That's the thing, is that defensiveness, it's like if this person did do you wrong, when I see that, a lot of times that conversation will come in, and rather than taking accountability or apologizing, they come in with excuses. Okay, so what is this Page of Pentacles? Yeah, somebody, the Six of Cups in reverse. This is somebody who now they're feeling very nostalgic about this, sentimental. They're looking back on this a lot. They might even be looking at photos of the two of you together, or looking at photos of you like on your social media. Somebody here has a lot of regrets, and they want to make this offer because it's like they can't hold back. I feel like there may have been, it's like they realize now the mistake that they made. And it's like now it's like all they're thinking about, and they have these, yeah, it's missing those memories, missing that time with you, looking at old photos. All right, I'm going to go once around with the gold again. Yeah, there was some kind of conflict here with the Five of Swords. Somebody came in, said something, ended something. Also, it deals with communication problems, so it could also be somebody who ghosted you. There's a lack of communication around this. Somebody just walked away without giving a good explanation of what was going on. And now there's a lot of shame around this with the Six of Wands in reverse. When it's upright, it's feeling celebrated, it's feeling confident, it's feeling seen, it's feeling victorious. So when it's in reverse, it's like just flip all those things. They're feeling like a failure. They're feeling embarrassed by what they did. And this weighs on them a lot. Somebody here wants to take a leap of faith, though. I do think for a lot of you, they might be circling back, wanting to talk to you. It could also be you, ready to start that new chapter, putting them behind you, seeing what else is out there. Wow. Okay, so the Ten of Cups in reverse on top of the Three of Swords. That's heartbreaking. Because this is a connection that might have been able to have gone the distance. This is a relationship that I think you were envisioning a future with them. I think they were also envisioning a future with you. And when I see the Six of Wands in reverse, the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Six of Cups in reverse, it's this idea of in the aftermath of this conflict or ending, they're just now seeing exactly everything that they lost. That's painful. The Six of Pentacles is interesting here. The Six of Pentacles is about generosity and somebody coming forward with some kind of gift, something to make your life easier. However, you'll see that they have two people, right, that they're trying to give to. And it's interesting because I wonder if there's still a part of them, though, that like is enjoying the attention they're getting from other people. It's like they're giving themselves out too much. It's like if they came back and they wanted to make things work, or if they apologized or whatever, I would be cautious. I would set boundaries and be like, who else are you talking to? Have you ended these things? Like, I wouldn't assume that if they're coming in and offering to you some kind of, wanting to start again, or I would just be cautious that they aren't, that would come with commitment if that's what you were looking for. Yeah, the Two of Wands in reverse. Again, there's this idea of two and duality. They might have even like gotten into a new relationship, and it's like they aren't yet ready to let go of that, but they also are realizing that they're losing you, and they realize what they've lost. And now they're unsure of how to make this, it's all they know is that they're unhappy, they feel unstable, they have all these regrets. They don't see a path yet towards being with you. And they might have other commitment. They might have moved on to another relationship really quickly, or just out there flirting again. And it's like they want their cake and to eat it too. But that's not how the world works. Okay, unless you're polyamorous, and then I guess that is how the world works. But in this case, it feels like it's somebody who left one relationship impulsively and now has a lot of regrets. All right, I pulled out the pink deck. Also, if this reading is resonating, if you like my readings, if you could hit like and subscribe, it does help me grow my channel. All right, let's get into this. Okay, so there might have been some feelings like this person was your destiny or your fate. You may have even had signs, or you might still see signs. If their birthday is January 10th and then you see the clock is 1:10 all the time or something like that. Like there's these little signs from the universe that make you think there was fate. The cards are saying that this really wasn't your destiny, that this person wasn't, that while there was this vision of this future with them, you guys could have even been married, because the 10 of Cups is that happily ever after. It's usually marriage, family, all that kind of thing. That this thing that slipped away, it really wasn't your fate. It wasn't meant to be. But then I'm like, now I'm also looking at it and I'm like, also this breakup could have, to be honest with you, sometimes it's that the breakup kind of threw you guys off course. And I don't want to say that you were meant to be with your ex, because that's not good advice for anybody, but I'm just reading the cards as they come. And for some of you, that could be the case, that they kind of messed up destiny and fate here with this decision. So for past energy, it was like they had this little bit of a honeymoon phase post breakup or whatever. And this is common with like avoidantly attached people, where you may have seen like after the divorce or after the breakup, whatever, that there was a period of time where they seemed blissful, where they seemed like, oh, like this is the best decision I ever made. Oh my gosh, so I ran into a new relationship and they're so happy, all this. They did have that honeymoon phase, but that honeymoon phase came crashing down. Yeah, again, I get this idea that they kind of have a wandering eye. They're not being monogamous right now either. It's like they have, I think with those confidence issues, they need a lot of outside validation. And they're still out there seeking it. Oh man, but now we're getting the Knight of Cups. This is someone wanting to come in with some kind of hopeless romantic gestures. Somebody who really wants to impress you, bring flowers on the date, cook you a meal, have you over, just something romantic. And I don't know if this is a new person coming in or the past person, but I'll get clarity. Ooh, Emperor in reverse, which is the Aries card. And so I'm going to be honest with you. I think that this, when they come back in, I think it might be that dark side of Aries that comes out in you. I could see you really getting pissed about whatever they have to say. I don't see it, I could see there being kind of a heated conversation about this, and they might know that they did you dirty. And that could be some of their hesitation to come back in, is they're like, oh, like I'm going to get absolutely attacked if I try and apologize to this person, because I did them wrong and they have every right to be mad at me. I feel like there's a lot of resentment here and anger tied to this. Then we're getting Sun in reverse again. It's like they can't be happy without you, but they know that I made a mistake too big to be fixed. That's how they're feeling. Is they feel like they know they messed up. They know they lost a really good thing, but they also realize they made mistakes that they can't take back. And that I think they kind of feel a little bit in trouble. Almost, that's that page energy that came out. It's childlike. And so it might even have regressed them into, if they have stress about being in trouble because when they were a kid, those mother and father wounds, which also the Emperor in reverse sometimes shows up as father wounds. A lot of this could be that they just didn't have a good, example of love growing up. Now I'm getting really deep into this, but whatever. Yeah, Four Cups, they're ruminating on this. And, that rumination is that like deeply, they think about it all the time. They're obsessively thinking over this mistake. And yeah, there's the Fool in reverse. And, there was this fear, they're afraid to come back in and take that leap of faith. But again, we're getting this idea of like there's this somebody does want to come in with some kind of offer, though. They're kind of taking their time. This card is also called the Late Bloomer card, which is, it's unique to this deck. And it's the one that I always see as like the glow up card. So you could be looking really good. And that's kind of like, they're like, just a second. Sorry about that. I had to take that phone call. All right, we'll get right back into it. I film with my phone. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles. This is sometimes seen as like a glow up, and so you may be looking better. They might be seeing you happy and thriving without them, and this is kind of making them crazy. They're watching this, they're wanting to see that. It could also signify that they've done some growth, some personal growth, but I'm not so sure about that. Oh, oops, I'm holding my deck wrong. Here, I'm going to actually shuffle it again because a little bit of energy shift there. All right, let's get back into this. Show me the cards. There we go. Okay, so right now they're feeling a lack of optimism around this. We're getting the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Again, there's a lot of pentacles here. You might be dealing with an earth sign, but they're feeling pretty hopeless about this. And now we're getting the King of Cups, which in this deck is the single dad card. So for some people, you might be dealing with somebody who's a single parent. There might be kids involved, but in a typical deck, the King of Cups is just somebody who's now feeling very loving. They're having this realization. They have all these feelings. They know what they want. But there's all this, they have these very conflicted feelings because I feel like they think they messed up too big. The four, So the Four of Swords is that it's upright, it's meditative, it's that contemplation. It's like in the quiet moments you're reflecting on this, thinking about this. When it's in reverse, it's in its detriment. So to have the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords, these are both the idea of like obsessive thought. It's like they're obsessing on this issue, but their pride is, it's pride mixed with, it's that, I'm trying to think of how to, they have this wounded ego and they're struggling with their confidence. Okay, let's get out some oracles on this and then I'll get that final message. Also, I'll post a link in the comments. I have private readings available right now. I'm only going to be doing the non-video kind, those $7 ones, for another couple weeks. And then I got to switch to just video, but I'll post a link. Okay. Ooh, okay. So we're getting, again, this idea. So it's the sexuality card, which again, I feel like this is somebody who might use that as a means of, it's almost like you know, it's a part of that, they could have addictions in that area. They might look for that as a way to feel good about themselves. Because I do feel like there's a little bit of a confidence issue here. And so they feel good about themselves when they're getting that kind of attention. And I do think that that had a large part of this decision or their behaviors is that it's like there was love for you. There was this hope for this future with you, but there was still this part of them that so desperately needed the validation from other people. So yes, luck is on your side. That's good to see. So that came up with the Wheel of Fortune too. There's this idea of like karma and luck being on your side right now. You're going to be feeling like things are coming to you very easily. The things you've been wanting, finally manifesting. Then we get fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, which, you guys are fire signs. And so it could just be that validation for you that, yes, this is in fact your reading. It could just also be that that there is this fiery, passionate connection between the two of you. And also, you know, fire signs, at their best, like are just great leaders. They're really, they inspire other people admire them, and in its detriment, it can be, that temper, that fieriness. And I do feel like I feel like they're a little intimidated by that. I feel like they're equally attracted and drawn to you and can't get over you and, want to talk to you, but also there's a little bit of this intimidation, especially if they're an earth sign. Um, you know, I won't get into it, but earth, if they're a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, they want calm. They avoid conflict. And I do get this sense that it's like they're like, okay, I want this person back in my life. And they're like, but I'm going to be in trouble if I try and talk to them. All right, let's get this final message. Oof, yeah, another earth sign card. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is interesting. So, Seven of Pentacles is patience and waiting for things to grow on their own time. Again, it signifies I feel like they feel hopeless or like this will never happen. They what was lost, they'll never get back. And it's a lack of action on this. It's like they're just sitting back and they're not doing anything about this. I got to get one more just to clarify this. Because they're seeing you, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, they're seeing you as that Queen of Cups. And there's this King of Cups, Queen of Cups connection that's like undeniable to them. And then we're getting the Lovers in reverse. They feel like they lost their soulmate. I feel like they went out there, saw what else was out there, and then they realized, oh my gosh, like that connection that I had is not replicatable. And I hate to say it because I know it's really hurts to hear, but I feel like they went out there and they just wanted that like sexual attention from other people. And then they realized but they can't talk to them the way that they talk to you. They don't feel, like they don't have anything in common with these people. They don't, it's empty. And that's how they're feeling right now. They realize that there's this emptiness and they have all this regret over losing now who they think is their soulmate. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep going because I got to see. All right. So what's coming for you? Are they going to come forward? Is there going to be somebody new coming in for you? Ooh, okay. We got a whole chunk. I'm going to take these and I'm just going to read these as a whole complexity. Okay. Yeah, so you're shining on your own. Star, Nine of Pentacles. You may have felt abandoned by them. Yeah, we're getting the Devil card, which is all about that, like being controlled by our vices. And they want to have this conversation with you, but they're afraid to come forward. But man, to get the Nine of Pentacles with the Star, It's that you're just doing amazing right now. Like, you might not even recognize how other people perceive you as just shining really bright right now. Again, there's this idea of a glow up, or like you're going to be working on things for yourself and just really thriving without them. And I think that just kills them. They're being very defensive of themselves. They definitely lean too hard into their vices. That could also just be drinking too much, spending money too much. And there's this idea of they want to come forward with this conversation, but they're holding themselves back. All right, you guys. I hope this reading gave you clarity, and I will talk to you all soon.